Drew McIntyre has been continuing to go down his dark path, so we'll see what could potentially be next for him. We'll also check out some big stories for the Judgment Day, LA Knight, and much more. Let's start things off with Drew McIntyre and his continuous path towards an official heel turn. So ever since Drew McIntyre was freed from the tag team with Matt Riddle, we've definitely been seeing a slow and gradual heel transition for Drew's character. Even over the last few weeks, Drew has worked against some big baby faces and basically did them all dirty in many different ways. With Jey Uso, Drew pretty much fed him to the Judgment Day without offering any help or assistance to Jey at all. And with Kofi Kingston, Drew took advantage of Kofi being distracted by Xavier Woods getting attacked outside the ring. So in both cases, Drew McIntyre has done some pretty slimy things there to those baby faces. But so far, we can't really blame Drew for his actions there. They've been perfectly justified for the most part, but the character transition continued some more recently on Raw. Drew McIntyre opened up his promo with an immediate massive teaser for someone he may eventually come for in the near future, Cody Rhodes. Drew's opening words was asking the fans what they should talk all about, which is pretty similar to Cody's opening line of always asking the crowd what they want to talk about. So for Drew McIntyre to basically be quietly mocking Cody Rhodes in this fashion does speak volumes about what could possibly be on the way. Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes don't really have much bad history with each other. They even held the WWE tag team titles with each other a while back early in their careers. So why is Drew switching up on Cody all these years later? Well, it looks like the major event that caused Drew's change in attitude and caused his new issues with Cody was the act of Cody bringing Jey Uso over to Raw, becoming friends with him, and how everyone is telling Drew to forgive Jey for the past. As we've learned time and time again over the last few weeks, Drew McIntyre will not let go of the grudge he has against Jey Uso. So it looks like when Drew watched Cody Rhodes forgive Jey, bring him over to Raw, and now even team up with Jey, something about all that has disgusted Drew McIntyre, and it's why he's mocking Cody and making these little shots at him. But Drew said that he didn't have an answer to the locker room and how he answers only to the fans because they've been with him through everything. He said he's gonna stop interfering with fights he didn't start in the first place. So maybe that's a line right there with a lot of foreshadowing of what's to come for Drew. He's gonna be more self-centered and not really look to join in and help others with their issues. Drew McIntyre then once again took some more shots at Cody Rhodes, saying that Cody is cleaning up the mess and showing forgiveness to Jey Uso is a weakness, not a strength. So he's pretty much saying Cody is weak for his recent actions and handling of the Jey Uso situation. And then even though it was against a heel Miz, we once again saw Drew McIntyre cheat and scheme to pick up a win on Raw. Drew teased using the sword on The Miz before going over and using the exposed turnbuckle on The Miz instead. Drew McIntyre also won a Future Shock DDT, which is something that hasn't happened in quite some time. So Drew McIntyre is definitely speaking and acting in heelish ways. We're just waiting for that one big massive moment that will officially convert Drew into a heel and remove him from the tweener category. Given all the subtle shots at Cody Rhodes and his recent grudge against Jey Uso, some fans believe that Drew McIntyre's big heel turn could come at the expense of those two superstars right there. Maybe something along the lines of Drew McIntyre becoming so disgusted with what's been happening between Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso that he gets involved there and maybe costs them the undisputed tag team titles. That'll be a nice spot to officially begin this heel run for Drew McIntyre, and it'll instantly elevate him to an upper card feud with Cody Rhodes. It's something that Drew has wanted for a long time, and looking at the last few weeks of Raw, there's a lot of good story explanation that makes perfect sense for this feud to take place right now. So keep your eyes on Drew McIntyre because it seems like he'll eventually hit a breaking point and come after Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes. Another topic that fans have been discussing lately has been the Judgment Day's Damian Priest. He won the Money in the Bank contract back in July, even teased cashing it in the same night, teased cashing in some more over the next few weeks after that, but there hasn't been any cash-in teases or even small attempts in a long time, and it's something that the fans have noticed. Fans have also pointed out how there just has been so many perfect opportunities for Damian Priest to at least tease a cash-in, but nothing ever happens. Like at Payback, when Nakamura focused a lot of his offense on Seth's injured back, and even attacked Seth post-match, but nothing at all from Priest. And over the last few weeks on Raw, Seth Rollins has been getting laid out and attacked by Nakamura almost every single week, and it appears to be going completely unnoticed by Damian Priest's character. So it's something that fans are discussing and even joking about, wondering if Damian Priest even watches Raw because he's missing a lot of golden opportunities for a cash-in. Well, according to recent reports, they claim that there's no Damian Priest cash-in plans in store at all in the immediate future. So it may be a while before we get that big cash-in moment. It obviously seemed like WWE was going in that direction of having all the titles on the Judgment Day and topping that off with Damian Priest bringing back the world title to the group. But then Dominic Mysterio lost his title, which made fans assume that the Gold Rush angle wasn't happening. But then Dominic won the title right back 3 days later. So it looks like that, once again, is a possibility for the Judgment Day. Samantha Irvin is quickly becoming one of the most beloved WWE ring announcers that the company has seen in quite some time. Samantha puts several personal spins and touches to each superstar's introduction, and fans have been praising her work for elevating the presentation of so many WWE superstars. But it wasn't always an easy and smooth task for Samantha Irvin. She recently spoke with Chris Van Vliet and touched on the process of remembering everyone's details and other experiences she's been through. She had this to say, quote, "That process of memorizing hometowns and weights of superstars is whack, but hey, I have a theater background, so memorization has always been my thing. It's a part of it, so memorizing has never been a hard thing with remembering lines for shows or auditions for jobs you never get, I've learned a lot of lines. I had little flashcards when I first started. I had the superstar on one side and the information I needed to know on the other. That's kind of how I did it. That's how I did it when I first started. Now, I'm saying these names every week, so I know everybody now. I know where they're from, and I know how much they weighed." End quote. Samantha Irvin even said that LA Knight even went off on her one time for getting his hometown wrong. But Samantha Irvin is continuing to do flawless work, and we'll see what other touches she puts into her work. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.